I guess nobody's going to Miami because it's flooding. So here we go, waiting for that flight, and just like that, boom, we landed in Miami, and it was like around 9 a.m. Miami Airport. Yeah, I had difficulty finding the transit, but I ended up finding it, and only in the day the water comes inside the bus. Great thing about coming from Toronto, it's not even 12 o'clock and I'm already on Ocean Drive. What an incredible feeling that was. This thing just fucking went right by my feet. I didn't know I was in Costa Rica. This was my first meal in Miami. This was the taco spot right next to the hotel. Was not too bad at all. Actually, this brio taco was really good. After the tacos, I went for a stroll on Collin Avenues where the hotel was, found this art gallery, and made a pretty good friend uh, that I was chatting for quite a long time actually. I was chatting with him for about 6 hours, I think. We both had some common interests, like he was a big fan of Tesla, so was I. Um, but yeah, it was a great conversation. It was a very, I would say it was a pretty good welcome to the start of my stay. And here is a look into my hotel. It's called The Dream, and it was located right on Collins and 11th Avenue, I believe it was. Such a beautiful hotel. I loved it. I would love to stay here again, only because you were right in the mix of it. You didn't have to go anywhere. There was always something happening around here, and this was the exterior of the hotel. It was very artistic and really gorgeous. Um, I would love to come back to this hotel because everything was right there, and ended up being like all the best vendors was actually around the hotel. So this is what the room looked like. It was pretty good for my liking. I had nothing to complain about, but I'm not a hard person to please, so I might not be the greatest review when it comes to the hotels. um, I guess this would be my first walk to the beach, which is actually right by the hotel as well. Maybe a 6 to 8 minute walk from the hotel, which was amazing as well. Uh, the weather is always the weather was always amazing, and the ocean was great as well. I had so much plans uh, made up to so many plans that I had all got canceled once I went into that ocean. This beach was beach chair and 2 towels were included in the resort fee every time I went to the beach, which was quite alright. Because trust me, once I sat on that beach chair, did not want to move, and you would get things like this to look at. I'm not too familiar with what's. It's pretty much a TV on a boat with advertisements, which was pretty cool, I thought. When you have the sun blaring, you know, what else can you ask for? But this was an advertisement for a machine gun shooting. Yeah, I've done that in Vegas. So I was not gonna do that in Miami. Here I am waiting for the bus to go to Miami, and I believe I met some people from Portugal that I was chatting with. That I met. So I found the Peruvian restaurant on the Bayside on the way to the cruise line. So I ended up getting the seafood soup because it was Friday. Then after I walked over and I still caught the cruise ship. Here I am, already boarded. This excursion only costs around $30 American, and I highly recommend it. And you should leave at the 5 o'clock takeoff, because it would be at the sunset, this departure, so you get to see the sunset and the Millionaire's Row while you still have light, and when you on the way back you actually get to see the city all lit up. So here it is. Look how beautiful that is. These views were breathtaking, let me tell you. Miami's like sort of like a New York, but much smaller with the buildings. But yeah, actually, a lot of New Yorkers are actually in Miami currently. I met so many New Yorkers actually in Miami, and they're not Leaf fans. The New Yorkers don't like the Maple Leafs for some reason. Oh, and we are back on Ocean Drive for the nightlife. I don't drink anymore, but I went for I came out to do photos and film this little bit for you guys, so you guys could enjoy the views of Ocean Drive at night. So here we go. There was no shortage of police presence. There was also park rangers as well. So you were pretty safe. But I didn't actually. One night I stayed out pretty late with the friends from Cali, but other than that, I was usually in bed by 11 because I'm sort of an early bird. Or I was sitting at the front of the hotel, which was pretty cool as well. But I believe this was a Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken, and it's also not their season, so that's why you're not seeing that many people. But still a beautiful scenery in the night. So this was the scene in front of my hotel, the Dream Hotel, at night. I would just sit out here with an espresso, just watch people. It was pretty entertaining. Now we're back on Ocean Drive in the morning on the way to the beach, which is also a beautiful scene as well. People from all over the world are here. So if you are launching any brands, this is a great place to meet people, and there's a lot of like-minded individuals, which was pretty cool about Miami, I thought, just meeting people from all over the world. So this right here is a police station with washrooms right at the beach, which was pretty good. So it was pretty safe overall. I didn't really see any crime, but I was also out mostly during the day, not at night. I did see some characters on Ocean Drive at nighttime, but I didn't bother anybody and nobody bothered me, so everything was okay. Here, still on the way to the beach. This water was beautiful as well. After the beach, I went back to the hotel, got ready to go out to one of the Dave Grutman's restaurant, which was the Komodo. It was actually a pretty good experience overall. I didn't have a reservation, but I ended up still managing to get a good seat. And this is the famous Dave Bretman's egg roll, and it was pretty good. And this was a spicy steak, which was really good as well, with some fried rice. It's been a while since I had some fried rice, so might as well do it in Miami. And it was really good. So after went from Brickell to Wynwood, and I took the public transit, and I was stuck out here in front of a police station for about half hour, I believe. But the weather's nice, so it's not a big thing. Here I am in Wynwood. They have a little night market with a lot of booths where they're selling food and stuff, so that was pretty cool. If I would have known earlier, I would have probably ate there, but I wanted to really try Komodo, so no regrets there. This was really cool, I thought. This is the art district in Miami. It's called Wynwood. And unfortunately I got there a little late because the bus didn't I missed the bus or whatever, and the Wynwood walls was already closed, so I didn't get access to see the actual graffiti walls. But there's still a lot to look at around in Wynwood, and there was a little bit of a nightlife here as well with a bunch of bars. But like I said before, I don't drink, so I just had an espresso at a cafe, and walked around and did pictures and video for you guys to see. So hope you're enjoying the views of the night market in Wynwood of Miami, downtown. Yeah, I really like the neon stuff. Thought it was really cool. So I didn't know too much about Wynwood, and I learned that from Carlos at the hotel, the excursion guy, who told me about Wynwood. And I am a sort of an art junkie. So this is apparently preparation for one of the biggest art festivals in the world that's happening in next week, I think. It's crazy. Apparently to come to Miami that week is like triple the price. And traffic is like 2 hours to get a block, to move up a block. So this was a fast food restaurant on Collins called Burger and Philly, and I did enjoy this burger. It was pretty good. And the next day I came back and I tried, I believe, the Philly cheesesteak as well. And yeah, this was a pretty cool little restaurant that didn't have any surcharges, compared to the rest of the places where you were getting surcharges. So this was my final day. Bright and early, I went to the beach to look at the sunrise, and it was a really beautiful experience to finish my trip. Yeah, I enjoyed the croissant and the cappuccino, watching the sunrise and the seagulls, meditated, and I was ready to go back to the hustle and bustle of Toronto. Man, this was a much needed vacation, and let me tell you, that ocean water did me so nice that I was rejuvenated and ready to come back to the cold. So this was the farewell Miami PD gave me prior to me leaving. They all drove by the hotel because I'm like royalty, so they gave me a farewell as I was leaving, making sure that everything was safe. And if you made it this far, You know, um, hit the like button, leave a comment. You know, please let me know what you think of Miami or what you think of the video. I really appreciate that.